Spicy Thunderpants. Hello and welcome back to the Voxel Box. I'm Mexxy, and today we're going to be taking a look around this whitelistable build. Don't know if it was recently whitelisted, but I haven't seen it before. I found it in the sandbox on the Voxel Box. It is built by Lampkin _ I haven't seen him around, but from all these approved signs, I'm sure he's pretty good. Wait, is that? Yeah, spectacular job. I approve. From Andy. Wow. Getting approval from Andy. Yeah, so we're going to take a look around. I'm going to show you why this is such a good build, and why it would get whitelisted, and why it's of a very high standard and good quality. So, on first looks, first impressions, we can see it is a small 2 or 3 story house, probably inhabited by 1, 2, maybe 3 or 4, maybe even a family of people. It's surrounded by a pool with sort of deposits on the bank in the form of sand, and quite a lush what was that, pinewood forest. There's also a small river or a creek, the source being at the top of the hill on which the house is built, which the inhabitants have obviously taken advantage of, building a small shack next to the source. What's in here? Just have a look in here. Bit of storage, I guess, with a light on top. Nice. 2 windows. Just very simple. Might be used as an outside workshop, possibly for a profession that the inhabitants perform. Yeah, the creek goes down. They've taken advantage of this, turning it into farming utility. They've separated the water into multiple streams, using it to grow crops on, and they've divided each level up using logs, vertical logs, probably from the trees around here. That's another very, very good thing. He's taken advantage of the fact that he's surrounded up by trees, and then the main build, the main structure of the build, is then built out of logs. You know, it's kind of natural that it would be built out of wood. So yeah, that's really good. The creek goes down into a small waterfall. Not quite sure what's happened to this, but I guess it's supposed to be a pool of water that hasn't been filled in. So it might just be a mud hole, like a mud bath kind of thing. You know, the water just seeps into the earth. Maybe this could be quite sludgy. Yeah. So that's one side of the house. We've got also got a nice path going down here. Easily walkable on. Nice gravel path. They probably put stones down to make it easier to walk on, so it doesn't get muddy. And I like the use of the, what block is that? Is that mycelium, I think, or mycelium? Combination with gravel. You know, in the Halcyon pack, these two textures are quite similar. You can definitely see bits of gravel in the mycelium, and the mycelium is kind of like a dirt block anyway, so, and it's got a nice side texture as well, so it works well. Gives a bit of variety and texture to the path. As I said before, very easy to walk on. Got a nice walk down path to here. I guess they take their crops. And again, the crops are easily accessible. I mean, there's walkways, well, up to here, I guess, for harvesting in the future when they're done. They look harvestable right now, actually. That's where their family gets their food from, I guess. Yeah, so that's that side. What have we got down here? This is the pond, a small pool. The family has taken advantage of building a small jetty. I think that's a jetty. And in fact, I haven't even seen this texture before. How is that? It must be a data value of a log block, I think, to make the texture wrap around like that. But that is brilliant attention to detail. Most people would just leave the top of the log bare. But doing this makes it, different. It's not what everyone else does. The bottom of these logs are capped off by this cobblestone. Caps on the bottom, very nice. They would be you'd be used to sort of weight down the logs when they were put in place in the initial building stage of the house, just to make sure they don't fall over before building the platform on top. Also got a bit of structure right underneath the platform in the form of fence posts, just give a bit of rigidity. Rigidity? Is that even a word? I think it is. Rigidity. Yep. And again, a nice gravel mycelium path right up to his critique board. I love critique boards, especially this one. Even the critique board is detailed. Look, it's got buttons and engraved stone blocks. That's the kind of detail that draws people in and just proves how much quality you can put into a build, down to the last detail. So this is the main path up to the house. Go up here now. Very easy to walk on again. Access is a big thing of builds, believe it or not. We don't always like to fly around a build, we will come down to the ground and see how it works as a usable structure. Can you actually walk around it? Is it nice to walk around? Does it provide nice views? Like here, there's a very nice view. He's probably put the smoke coming out the chimney, and in fact the chimney itself has probably been put on this side to give you a nice view as you walk up the main path, which is very good. And he's even got these trees slightly overhanging the path, just to give a border, like a frame to the picture. Very nice. This side of the house is very well detailed. We've got a nice embossing. Is that the right word? Emboss? Sort of a pushback, especially at the top. You can see there that the roof sort of overhangs slightly one block, and the main structure of the wall is pushed back into the build. That gives it a good sense of depth, and also serves to ward off the rain when it comes. You don't get rain on your window so much unless it's a windy day or a storm. So it's got practical use as well, and it just looks good. Also got these vertical rope or fence posts, just to give a bit of detail, more detail, and structure. They might be used to hold up the overhang of the roof. Got another overhang here actually, a horizontal one, supported by this stone block. Very nice there. A lot of detail is thinking about, firstly, what would look good, and in this case, a big triangle supported by a smaller horizontal line underneath, which is what we've got here on this face. that would look good to start off with, but then you have to apply it to real life and think, if you put, you know, horizontal stone blocks along the edge of your house, they just fall off. If you just put them there, you know, stuck them on with super glue or something, they would just fall off in the future. What you would do is add these support blocks underneath and attach them with bolts. I don't know if he's got bolts on the interior. I don't think he has. But you could even add that level of detail, like how are they being strapped to the wall? You know, how are they not falling off? Things like that just help to, again, add detail. You know, here, the exit, the entrance exit to the front door. Taking a look at it, we've got a nice range of textures. Possibly, I don't know about, because the ceiling is the same texture as the floor. Kind of makes it symmetrical. I guess it works because it's the same type of wood that's being used outside, you know, from these trees. You wouldn't really have a different shade of wood from the same tree. I mean, this is a different, this looks like polished wood even, or manufactured wood. It's been changed from this to this, probably with the use of maybe bleach from somewhere. But yeah, it's all believable. You know, it comes from the surroundings. It all adds to the realism and the quality of the build. So we're inside. Firstly, we've got this, we're introduced by this table in the middle. I guess the door will be closed during daily use, in the evenings maybe. Yeah, we've got this table, the classic stair block with signs on either side, and dinner plates in the form of pressure plates. Very good. Did you know you can use paintings on the side of pressure plates? Maybe not in this case, but might serve a use in the future. Got a nice plant here for a bit of topiary, indoor topiary, as well as these hedges, small tree bushes in the corners of the room. Very nice. Well, green on brown is a very good colour combination to use in a lot of cases, and yellow, which is taken off by these lamps. Very good colour combinations, and also the grey. Grey can be used as sort of a grey scale tone. It's funny because in a lot of pictures, I've learnt, especially while at university even, when you're creating a picture, and the same rule applies to Minecraft and the textures that you use in your build. If you made the build or the picture or the painting that you're doing black and white, you know, pull the saturation to 0, which is what I'll do here. You can see that there's a good range of tones in the picture. We've got a very dark brown in the middle, the brown column in the middle of the picture, and we've also got the very light flooring, the polished wooden floor, and the stone tiles in the background. This creates a good tonal value range, I think it's called, and it applies to a lot of cases in the arts especially, and it helps to draw the eye, you know, the human eye, the viewer's eye, to certain parts of the picture. In this case, we are led around the table, left and right, because the floor is light and it leads left and right. So you would naturally walk this way. yeah, so that's something to think about, especially to use in Minecraft. This leads us on to the kitchen area, which is around the back. Quite a small kitchen area, but I guess it would be suitable for this size of house. We've got a small work area here, again with another plate. A nice sink here, levers always being useful for taps in both positions. Bit of workspace here. I would like to see some practical storage. You could put a chest, you can easily put a chest, even up here in the corner. That'd be really good. And then going a step further than putting a chest, if you filled the chest with the all these blocks that we got here. Look at this, we've got so many foodstuffs in the texture pack. I mean, what could you have around here in a wood? You might get coffee, you might grow coffee beans. I don't think you'd have soda or ice cream. Poffertages, ridiculous cashews, Dober crackers, pie, catapult calzone, Billy banana, Bog's bacon bun, nom nom noodles, flamin' hot coupos. You might get some short top leaf grown around here, and even some wine. Maybe fishies from the river. Yeah, you could all put them all in the chest, and that would further increase the quality of your build, because it would have some practical use. You know, you open the chest and there's all these varieties of food. Got a simple fridge here. This is one way of doing a fridge, or a cooling box. Another way is to put an iron door on the front, but then that would mean having a lever on the side, which might not suit your build. Turning to the right, we go downstairs slightly. I guess this is the bathing area. We've got a small toiletry instrument around the corner. This is a cauldron with a trapdoor on top. Very good. It's very nicely lit as well. Lots of torches to keep things bright, which is what they would have done if you lived here. Very nice stone bath. I love the shape of the bath, kind of making it oblong, you know, cylindrical in shape, almost with curved corners. It's even got like kind of seating pads on either side. Very good attention to detail. And then, wow, look at that. Towels. I don't know where you get towels from in a woodland area, but towels next to the sink. Very good. Very nice idea. I haven't even thought of that before. So there you go. You can see why this guy got whitelisted. Just from the ground floor, you know, just from the exterior and the ground floor, you've got plants in the windows to bring in colour from outside. Very nice. So one criticism of this build is the staircase. Now here, this is the staircase. When you come in, let me back up a bit. The staircase is kind of invisible. You know, it kind of blends in to both the ceiling and the supports on top of the main pillar, and also the table and chair. So that would be one criticism, that the stairs aren't especially viewable. You know, they don't catch your eye straight off the bat. But they're probably you know, reliable, and it's probably what would be done if this was to be built in real life. So let's go upstairs. Oh, actually, just before we do that, let's have a look at the balcony quickly, because we haven't been out here. Nice fire pit surrounded by safety bars, iron bars. Very nice, quite a standard balcony, taking the same floor texture out here actually. So maybe it serves as outdoor flooring, but very nice. Okay, so upstairs we go. This is a bit awkward, really, going up small staircase like that. Some cases you wouldn't use that kind of staircase, but I guess in this kind of house it does suit the build. So we're first greeted by a kind of safety block in the way to stop you going over the banister, and here we are. A nice pan round. So we've got a nice, looks like wicker. This is actually a rope texture that we've got in the Halcyon pack, but it can be used as a wicker furniture block, which it has been done so in this case. This is half snow tiles. You can change the height of snow tiles by using data values, especially with the Voxel sniper. That's a really good thing to do. So it kind of raises it up, and as you go up, it kind of gives you a raise. You can sit on it and stuff like that. Then we've got this large fireplace, very grand, but substantial fireplace right here. Very well built. It's built on a 45-degree angle, and in terms of texture, we've got stone bricks, which would probably be used for a fireplace. Again, keeping with the times. Overall, the build is kind of like a fantasy, sort of medieval time in which this would be built. So bricks and stone would be used a lot in conjunction with wood. This may even be, this white texture here may even be, oh, what's it called? What did the Saxons use? Is it daubling or something? Oh, I can't remember. But they packed the walls with insulator, maybe between wood, I think, wood planks, and it helped to insulate the walls. So maybe that's what it is. So yeah, got a very nice fireplace there. Going around the corner, a small window. I like that. I really like that. A lower window, so you can just see out from back here. It brings in light, and you know, it's an extra bit of detail. You know, there's some free detail. You don't even need to place blocks outside the window, or look for a detailed block to place there. You just place a window, and you can see outside. You know, you can see a tiny bit of green there, and a tiny bit of stone. No other block has that kind of texture. You can even see a bit of the trapdoor. There's no texture block like that in the Halcyon pack that provides that level of detail. You know, just by providing a window. Again, you see this window here? You can see the build outside, build next door, the trees. It's better than a painting. You know, windows provide a lot more detail than paintings, because they're not pixel limited. This probably be a dressing area. Got some nice plates there and a bench to sit on. Might benefit from possibly painting. I haven't actually seen a painting. Has he forgotten paintings? Oh my god, he's forgotten paintings. Yeah, paintings. Use paintings. Paintings are very good. They have lots of textures. Yeah, so that it might benefit from a painting. Do they make mirrors in these days? I know there's a mirror painting, a vertical mirror painting. Anyway, he's got a cupboard here. So, very nice. That is really cool, isn't it? You just open the doors and there are the shelves. You know, you can't use them because Jeb won't allow you to put items in between stairs, but it looks cool. And again, a small window mimicking the other side. Very nice. Over here we've got a large 4-poster bed, complete with wicker mattress and cover and feather pillows, I guess. Very nice. Quite a standard bed. He's actually missed out the texture on the right hand side. You know, he's filled in the top of the texture in that one, but it looks like he's missed out on that side. Making good use, very good use of the fence gate at the top here. Very nice. Excuse me while I have a sip of water because my voice is drying out. Right. So, this corner is quite nice. We'll come to the roof actually. Right after this little bench here. I like that bench. We've changed the texture to remove the pillow at the top of the bed, so you can use it as a bench now. It's got a very nice cushion texture on top. It looks very comfy. Probably dyed it with the wine that they produce around here. Yeah, so we come to the roof. Now, we have got a different shade of wood being used in the roof. This may be because it is processed in some way, perhaps to provide strength, or it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't provide strength because it's used being between the supportive log columns. You see these dark logs. These are the structure of the roof. What the lighter sort of orangey plank is being used for is weatherproofing, and that's probably what has happened here. Especially down here, you can see the lighter plank colour hasn't been processed. It hasn't been weatherproofed. This is slightly darker in tone, and that would indicate that it has had something done to it to prevent the water coming through. Very good attention to detail there. And I love the main column in the middle. Very good. Supporting 4 directions as well as vertical, straight up, to support the main roof. This, I guess this column, if we follow it downstairs, yep, there it is. It goes all the way through the centre of the house. And that really gives, I think, subconsciously, you know, without thinking, when you're walking around this build, you will subconsciously notice that that pillar is in the same position as this one upstairs. And that will give you a sense of structure and supportiveness. Support, you know, sense that the building can hold itself up. Yeah, and that really gives a good feeling, you know, when you walk around. It feels like the building isn't going to fall down. It feels structurally sound, integrity, you know, all those words. Strong, yeah. So let's, I think the final thing to look at would be the roof itself. Looking top down, let's have a look at that. It's got a nice, it's got a nice shape, looking straight down. That's maybe something you could do with your builds. Notice the shape that the roof creates, because this will influence the way the build is seen, and the shape in which the build creates, and how it frames the rest of the walls. you know, in terms of the relation of the shape of the roof to the shape and the detail of the walls. That's really important to note. And then, of course, we got the chimney on the side, very nicely placed. Again, supported by stone. Brick supported by stone. Stone on top. Might have been nice to see a flower pot on top. I've seen a lot of people using that. Possibly even the ender stone. I know it wouldn't suit this texture actually. Ender stone is actually quite light. It's more like this light stone brick in tone and colour in the Halcyon texture pack. But I've seen a lot of people using the end stone on top of a chimney plus a flower pot on top of the end stone to create, you know, a funnel for the smoke to come out of. That looks really good. But in this case, he's used very small detail. I like that. A bit of rail on top with the smoke coming out. Again, a dynamic smoke trail, not going straight up. It doesn't even come straight out of the chimney. Of course, there's going to be wind. Smoke's always going to blow dynamically. So there's no reason for you to build a, you know, kind of symmetrical smoke trail. You know, it can go off at any angle you want. It could be a wisp of smoke up here. Smoke trails lead on for miles, even if the smoke's thick enough. So there we go. I think that's all of the build complete and reviewed. Very nice. So that's a whitelisted build on the Voxel Box. Just a quick tour of what you can expect to see from a dynamic and quality build. A few things to take away from this. Perhaps you'll find. Again, this build is done by Lampkin. I'd like to see what he builds in the future. So stay tuned for similar videos like this. I'll be reviewing more whitelist builds in the guest area and the sandbox. I'll see you next time.